welcome back to It's a Podcast. My name is Ines Sharit, and we are still with my friends, the friends of the show. We have Palisa, Lelo, and Yambi. What do we? The way you were looking at me in Jay, you were just waiting for me to make a mistake with your name.
I was ready.
You were ready.
How was it?
It's a good thing you're a pot.
You must understand. There's a very big significance between my names.
Yeah.
Because it's sort of one of my identification of the transition I've made.
All right. So you no longer want to be addressed as Nonzi, but as Lelo.
Yes.
All right. I will try to get used to it as much as I can. But I need to call your name every 2 minutes. I don't know if it's gonna be possible.
My full name?
No, the Lelo name, so I get used to it because I'm already used to calling you Nancy. But thank you guys for joining me right here. We are out here at Lyve Cafe, a very beautiful venue, I must say. The food, delicious. Service, top tier. Right, so we're out in Women's Month in South Africa, and we're talking about general topics that have to do with the emancipation of women 28 years into democracy. Palisa, in terms of the workplace, do you think there's been much change in terms of letting the woman sort of lead or be in the forefront? Because we've always been put at the back. Just since the beginning of time, even in the Bible, it goes as far as back in the Bible. So what do you think? What are your thoughts on that?
Well, there's no change.
Mm-hmm.
There's no change. And I don't think change is going to happen soon.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think it's made that men are dominant.
Yeah,
in every aspect. Whether we go to the workplace, in the home, and the society. So
in general.
there is no change.
Mm-hmm.
But how about we change it?
That's why we are here, to have a dialogue, to see how we can, I don't know, the little difference that we make in impacting one person's life, to say, you know what, to speak out and speak up. All right, Nancy, what are your thoughts on that?
On
the emancipation of women in generally the workplace and generally, even in the status quo of now. What do you think about it as well?
Generally in the workplace, for me, if you look at rules, if you look at everything that sort of puts together the functionality of a workplace, it's all just designed to benefit men.
Yeah.
More than it is to benefit
women.
the woman.
Yeah.
Just generally. Because even if you look at, go online, look for a post you're interested in.
Yeah.
Look at the qualities they need. Those are generally male qualities. You understand what I mean?
What we as people have ourselves classed as male qualities. Yeah.
You understand? They made sure they have shut out the average woman.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
When it comes to everything, and if you look at everything, when you date back now historically, you'd find majority of the men are the ones who have more work experience than
a female. Yeah.
So you go there and you're about to apply for this post, and it says it needs 5 years experience. Of 3 of those 5 years, you were still trying to make it past varsity.
Yeah.
You understand? When the guy who has the 5 years, look at me, I'm in the engineering field. You understand? The engineers that I have came across are people who have been in the field since right after matric. I literally had to go and study to be able to fit into that. They could not take me from the onset.
Yeah.
So there are those small things that we think don't matter, but
they do.
Yes, they play a big role in decision making of the company, decision making of your managers, of your colleagues going forward.
Right. Yambi, I'm just going to rope you into this as well, because you are a businesswoman.
Yes.
So if we take the status quo, a lot of people would say, okay, she's a businesswoman. Is she doing good? They would they would have a lot of questions in their minds. Who helped to start her business? It's probably a man that did this, did this. But generally, what do you think about women empowerment and, of course, you as women owning your own business and your own company and leading?
Oh, okay. I've started off with selling clothes, plus size only. And for me to
go that route, it's because of you're not getting anything. We're not getting the pie.
Yeah, a piece of the pie. That's true. Yeah.
And then it was that thing. You could say, you know what? I think I do have potential to go with being in a business.
Yeah.
And for me, truly, I think I'm the woman for now, because if you can check, we have women in farming.
Yeah, that is
and
true.
Farming, we all took farming as Uguti. You need to be a powerful
male.
man,
Yeah.
drive a buggy, you know.
Yeah, but more brown khaki,
You know. Exactly. So now I'm the woman. I'm into business without Uguti. Men and what
yeah,
no. And my business, I don't know, maybe get advantage for me because of it's with weaves.
Yeah.
And it doesn't really associate lebana really
too much. Yes.
But I think in the long run, maybe I will be in farming, I will be in whatever. I believe Uguti, every person has a power, or rather chance, to do what they feel,
what they want to do.
Men shouldn't suppress us.
They mustn't.
Just because of we are women.
Yeah.
I mean, there are women who are doing very well.
Yeah.
Like look at this hotel.
Yeah.
It was opened by a woman.
Yeah.
So I feel Uguti, we need nothing. As women, we need to change that thing and move forward and and just do it.
Take the bull by the horns.
Yes.
But
But
something about. I think. Why is she thinking that she can make it? Why isn't she believing?
Yes.
Why isn't she believing that she can actually make it? Why are you still allowing that 10% of?
Yeah.
You understand?
You know what?
The doubt,
Sometimes we need to be realistic with life. Uguti, men are 90% or maybe women are 10%. It doesn't matter the percentage, but I'm talking about Uguti. It's a reality. It is out there. Uguti, men are dominant, and men feel Uguti women cannot. They can only, you know. So for me to say, I think it's one of those things, Uguti, you know what? Let us put ourselves in.
It's something that's there.
Yes.
You need to leave a little bit of room for doubt, but you're not gonna dwell into the doubt. You're gonna go to your strongest point here. But it is a reality, because even if you go to any company, and then ask who the CEO is, generally a lot of times you will find it's a man.
It's a man.
And there was actually a post
and the women who are there are put there just to make sure that they fit the proper criteria.
Yes.
For the BBBA,
women,
that's true. That is true.
Basically being a front.
Because
you're a woman.
You find majority of the women who are in these spaces, you'd find they were put there just to serve and make sure that, just so that when the politician goes and stands there, so that the statistics correlate
will
with
balance.
what they have promised us. But in
Yeah.
actual fact, we're not getting what
We're not. Yeah. Instead of lifting you up, they're just gonna leave you there. But we're thinking, I am nice. Nice.
When tell me, Lelo or Inisochia or Palisa, woman in mind.
Yeah.
Woman in mind.
It's a recent thing.
And the only reason why they are there is because of people are fighting to say, we want to see women in those positions.
In those positions,
yes.
Yeah.
I'm just going to take something. That's why you find people who are not skilled. I'm sorry to say, and that's where the greatest sabotage also happens.
Yeah.
They put people who are not
Skilled enough for the job.
Skilled enough for the job, just to make sure that they do what?
They meet the criteria.
They're just ticking the boxes at the end of the day.
Yeah.
You understand what I mean?
So there's no true emancipation. We are just there.
It can never
for their
be.
own benefit again.
Can never be. We are all just pawns in this whole political.
Yeah.
They are just this. Okay, like this is a strategy that I'm going to use. Okay, fine. I need to address gender-based violence. How am I going to do that? I'm going to take one of these. Activist step hapang.
And put it in the forefront. Yes.
But I'm not actually dealing with the problem.
With the problem. Yeah.
In politics, women. That was taboo when we were growing up.
It was.
Seeing a woman in politics who are like you,
Barisa back to 1956.
Exactly.
So we must do the same things that we were doing.
And has got now their first premier.
Yeah, yeah,
You know,
yes.
They've got that going on for them, right? But if we sit down and look, have you ever heard anything about her?
I've never.
We just found out about her.
Now, yes.
So to me, that gives me the idea that, oh, it's one of those, listen,
Just
do
do
something
it.
revolutionary.
Just do it. Yes.
so what are we going to do? Okay, fine. Who can we check? Who's going to now do well with the people? Oh, you know what? I've seen you busy around.
And you have a following.
Yes. You know
Yeah.
what? Let's put you there.
Yeah.
You understand
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
And then you're going to go there, you're going to rant a couple of things and promise us a couple of things. But then when we actually look, you don't have the power.
You don't have, because the people that are running are behind the scenes. When you're just a forefront,
If you look at all
it's
the
like a
women,
facade.
Go
Yeah.
as far as the principals for these schools and
Okay, I know of one school that has, it's a
One,
primary school,
right?
Kokasi,
One.
but a
But no,
majority,
exactly, but one.
yeah.
But can I say, when it comes to schools, I think that's the only place where I've seen the most genuine appointment for women as principals.
Okay.
Because if you look at these schools where the woman is a principal, you do see the genuineness.
Yeah,
You understand?
of the appointment.
Yeah, because the school I went to, we had a female principal, and
It was doing
I
quite
think that was
well.
the first time I saw women in power.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And I saw how, I'm sorry to say, I'm not even going to mention the school. I saw how the male teachers even
Tiptoed around her. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And you know what? She was soft-spoken. She was calm. She was petite young lady. But
She knew her thing.
She knew
Yeah,
how to lead.
yeah,
You
yeah.
understand what I mean?
Which is very important when you take up, when you take up such position and spaces. You should know how to lead. You must not just go because it's in Palesa with 1, 2, 3. But at the back of your mind, you know that Ish Palesa really can't do much.
But I think
We-
with your, like
Yeah.
what she was saying, like with your principle, I think she had it in her already. I can lead.
Yeah, yeah.
I was in a
yeah.
space where the woman was a principal, but I'm sorry to say this, but I feel like she does not have the qualities of running a school because of how I see she runs the school. It's from past experience. I still feel like, but what are you doing? Had it been a man, maybe it would be better because of you still have.
Why a man? Why not another female?
How
That
about
is the mentality that is actually, because sometimes what we have a problem with as people, just because you are not doing it the way I want you to do it, then you are not doing it right.
Lena was about to say, why not another female? Why now a male?
about to
Or
say,
another, like you
why
were
not
saying,
another
that one,
female?
she possesses the power.
Do you know what I think, guys? Personally, this is me. Because of the school was been run by men. They ran the school so nicely. She got there. It
Corruption.
was, yeah.
Can I ask you something?
Okay.
The country was run by white people. Now that black people are there. Because that's the same thing. That's the same conversation you are making. You guys, you must understand. Né? Even Gusto is talking about the 28 years of democracy.
Yeah.
Look at the 28 years of democracy. Look at the amount of years of oppression.
Yeah. Yeah.
So obviously, as women, we are going to stumble into these places because you must remember that woman is coming into a situation where everything has been set up
For
and
her
has been
already,
strategized
yeah.
to be
Yeah.
conducive for the man. So obviously, you're probably not going to see the vision that she's seeing currently because she's probably experiencing certain challenges. So perhaps she wanted to change everything and make everything and put everything on a different path to what we were used to. Now the problem is that us as well as women, we have that thing, Yoti, I'm not used to the way Gusto is doing things. I'm not used to the way Uyambi is doing her business, doing business generally. You know, we had a conversation. We had a conversation, and when she refers to a client, she has this loving, this nice, this, you know, she literally serenades her customers. And I have a big problem with that. I feel like, you know what, you're dealing with a customer, deal with the customer, get straight to it, and get out of it. But isn't that how the males, how
they conduct their business?
exactly?
They just go in, get it, and get out.
Exactly. But now, she's not doing too bad. That just shows Guti that element is necessary.
Yeah.
She has clients, she doesn't have customers. And when you look at men, how they acquire their clients and their relations, it's about what do I get out of it?
Out of it,
but
yeah.
with women is what do we get
Out of it, yeah.
It's like always. It's almost like you are creating a bond.
Yeah, with that
That's why
person.
I will tell you this, guys. My clients, the way I communicate with them, they end up even venting. They end up even opening up.
Yes.
Because we as women having a lot of things that we are carrying. So they end up by opening up. They end up, it's like a session.
Yeah.
It's like a session.
So
Compared to
basically,
men, men is like what you're going to buy and
you're gonna finish. But do you think that is why they've been so successful over the years? Because I saw a post the other day that said, I'm on social media a lot. I am a lot on social media. This guy was saying, you guys, women, you seem to love money, ne? But you're not making it.
money.
Yes. So you think it's the way, it's not even about we not wanting to make money, but the way we conduct our businesses. Do you think it might be the reason? For the men, they just get it. They get in to get it and get out. Whether you come back or you return or whatever the case may be, as long as he's giving you a quality service, he doesn't want to be attach some emotion to whatever the case may be, or what is it?
What do I take? What do I think about that?
Yeah.
Is that Runa Basadi? We have this thing you could see men, or rather, now I know men as very serious persona, like. Hello, buy sharp. I think in everything that is how they do things, like to I'm disturbed.
No, you can speak.
Okay. The way
By conducting the whole situation.
because of that seriousness. They are not.
I think this takes us back to what we were saying in the beginning, some emotional attachments, because we are, women are nurturing by nature. So,
we have that mothering and...
You know what? One of what I feel women's biggest downfall is...
Yeah.
Guys, it is important to be self-aware. The problem with us is that we use all of these qualities and we use them recklessly.
Yeah.
We don't use them strategically. You understand?
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't sit there and say, I'm a bubbly person. Self-awareness is very important. Because if you look at a lot of... Let's leave now. Let's say we're taking the blame off men.
Yes.
And let's say we're holding ourselves accountable.
For
Right?
yeah.
I have found that a lot of women are not self-aware.
Yeah. They don't know the powers that they possess.
Go
They-
and confront a woman with their weakness.
They won't
They
like
cannot
it.
take it.
Yes.
Go and confront a man with their weaknesses.
Yeah.
Yes, they might have an ego and
Yeah.
brush it all up and all of that, but somehow, somewhere you are able to get through. Now, with women, but then again, there's the issue of women are constantly always in defense mode.
Yeah.
They are always under scrutiny.
Yeah.
They are always expected to fail at situations where we know men are going to
To thrive. Yes.
You understand what I mean? But at the same time, as I said, in comparison, men have always been, when it comes now to the workplace, they've always been, everything they have went through has taught them to take accountability.
Yeah.
With us women, everything that we've been through has taught us to be, how can I say, self-pity.
Yeah, we must pity ourselves.
Yes.
Do you think, like you were saying earlier on, maybe it could be caused by the root? Men are taught at an early stage, okay, sharp, it's not that
Let's
bad.
be honest, women are not taught like that.
Yeah, okay.
It's the other way around.
Yes, Actually,
As a girl, you are expected to take the responsibility of the household from a young age.
No, but I mean, in
girl,
certain
you are
situations where you have, for example, like I was saying, the example that I made specifically, gore moshimane tla ba dira makgakga, sharp ke moshimane wa itsaya, okay, I'm a boy, I can do this. It's like, sort of, in a way, as negative as it is, it also it's sort of, I don't know, how can I put this? I don't know, for what I guess it's almost sort of empowering him in a way.
No,
can we disagree too?
Okay.
No.
Agree to disagree. Yeah.
Because of from a young age, I can maybe arranged marriage, for example. How it like when I was only 16, 18. So the project to the dirang.
That's what I'm saying. But they take accountability from an early age. That's what we're saying.
Taught to take accountability.
Guys, now I don't
Mushima
know.
has never been taught to take accountability. Mushima Yana has been taught to say, you know, the only part where it's positive, I think you're going. They are taught that they can mess up as many times as they possibly can.
Yes.
And us as girls, it's that thing
I won't do it
have
again.
one shot
Yes.
at everything.
That's what I'm trying to say. Thank you.
That's why you find yourself. That's why you find men saying things they are able. I've experienced this in the workplace, and then a guy would be like, "Listen, I need to take some time out and go and focus on my business."
No,
Take
continue.
some time out and focus on my business. A woman wants to take time out and build a family.
A family,
and build
yes.
everything. She has to think hard. She has to consider losing whatever opportunity that is coming. Like constantly, there's one shot at everything. But for guys, it doesn't matter. Even at the age of 55, at the age of 65, they can still make a plan.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
as a woman, the moment you get, I mean, we all start getting worried when we get to 30.
Yeah, I haven't done much with my life. I haven't reached the stage that I wanted to. But men,
And
yeah,
then what happens? Then you start to consider, I might as well
get married and settle down and start a family. My gosh.
I might as well get married. But as a man, it doesn't matter how long you take. As long as you are not ready.
Some people became body president at the age of 60, guys. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Because even if you look at the age for when you women in sports, right? You look at the age and the age difference, but I am not sure now. This is not factual, but I think they have changed it. Right? But back in the day, it was a thing of men could stop their retirement age for hypothetically, like as an example, they could retire at 45 when women had to retire at 35.
At a younger age.
So, and if you actually look at it, all the activities a man does are the ones that can put him in a position where they retire early.
Yeah,
as compared to a woman, because women take care. Because women take care of themselves, but it was never considered. Because why? We constantly need to put the male figure top, constantly. We cannot afford to, because if you sit in small groups and you listen to men and you listen to the kind of things they have
The conversations,
with about other men, you'll realize that they know exactly that what they're doing is incorrect.
Yeah, it's wrong. Yes.
Because when you talk about GBV,
flop.
But the moment,
because mistakes can be rectified, right?
Exactly.
But Nikki flop,
but
it's nothing
the
bad.
moment you go there and then you tell him, hey, palesa motho wa gago mo shapile. Palesa ba dirileng.
It's always put on the women.
Aba dirileng gape palesa. I'm sure they man never.
Because he did. At the end of the day, he did.
Yeah, this guy was a quiet guy. There's no way you could have done that. There must be something.
The blame has been shifted from the man doing the deed to the person who received the other end of the stick.
Exactly. We had an argument with one of my friends. Ne? He posted and said, you and I get into a relationship, man, woman. We get into this relationship and we decide to indulge in sex. We indulge in sex, and then I made it very clear from the onset, and I said to you, I have no intentions of having another child.
From the onset.
From
yes.
the onset. Okay. It so happens that a child comes out of the situation. The man says, but I said I don't want a child. The woman does not have that choice. Now, she goes and goes for an abortion. The same man who said, I don't want a child, is going to be like, oh, is he one?
As if the child does not have the same DNA as he does. But
And then you know what happens? This is where now it makes me mad.
Live it.
Dude. When now it gets to a point when you guys are talking. Mara, di man, anasa batle lady.
And then they babare o go
Oh, exactly.
anare o a tlhaba but
Forgetting what it takes two to tango. Quite a say, I
men
bet
say such
one.
things as ukuthi ke ngwana gago.
Exactly. As if they don't have a part in that. You don't.
The thing is, you have so many things to consider when you have to now go and do a TOP.
Yeah.
So many things to consider. All he has to consider is literally what's in his pocket.
For those of us that don't know, TOP.
Oh, termination of pregnancy.
Oh.
Yes.
So we know it by the loose term abortion. I guess. So yeah.
Yeah, I prefer using the medical terms because of the negative connotation and
Towards the word
association
abortion
the
as
word
well.
abortion
Yes.
has.
Which is exactly what we're talking about now.
Yes.
Yes.
So now I prefer using
Yeah,
TOP
yeah.
because of in our minds now in society we have that thing if it's not medical.
Yeah. It's must be bad. Yeah, but honestly speaking, I like that. I like the point that you raised. As a woman, you don't really have a choice in this situation, in the matter, because at the end of the day, abortion. He is part of the. So
You will never ever feel the wrong. You understand? And then I'm a traditional healer.
Yeah.
And a man will come to me. The same man that you guys are agreed upon to have an abortion. A man will come. No, I thought I'm about thing. Dilo tsa gago di tlhoka 1 2 3. This is what you need. You guys made the agreement
Together, yes.
You come. I see singeke. You've got a dark cloud hanging over you because of the abortion that you did.
Yeah.
But at no point
Did they say the man has
the person who you guys made the decision together.
Yeah.
In fact, the person who put you
in that situation? Yeah, in that situation as well.
I don't sit there and be like, hey, you put your girlfriend under pressure to do an abortion and all of those things. And you know what? It's not that we don't see it.
It does happen in our daily lives.
It's not that we don't see
the dark clouds there.
Because it's a man. He was not ready. He could not provide. For you as a woman, no matter how old were you, it is still a dark cloud that is going to carry. You understand what I mean?
Yeah, it doesn't matter which way we put it. As women, we will always be under scrutiny for every single thing. Whether it's in business, whether it's trying to have a family, trying to do whatever the case may be. It's always, we just have had it rough. And it's been from generations, like I was saying in the beginning, from the Bible ages, you were taught a woman does not speak up. A woman, when she's on her menses, she's not supposed to make food. Which is something I don't understand.
But in the household, we must bekezela.
Yeah, we must
We need to be strong. But other things, because of okay, there's a saying, Uguti, men are weak, but women are strong.
Yeah.
Mara, when it gets to a workplace or businesses, we are not strong.
Yeah, exactly. Why is the case?
Strong? Because of if ke khona go tshwara lelapa. I mean, it means ke khona go tshwara everything, ke godisa bana, an entire company, an entire country, so much. Because if I can raise a
family,
kid,
yeah.
I mean, that tells you, you know what? This woman is strong in any department.
Yeah.
They just need to bear more and let us do what we.
Yeah, and it's so funny. They always.
We can.
Can I sneak something in as well? You know, I always take an opportunity to talk about LGBTI all the time. You know? It also comes.
Exactly.
It also comes to a matter of sexuality. Now, here I am. I'm dating. First question: who's the man in the relationship?
Exactly. Why?
Necessary.
Yes.
There's no man in this relationship.
Yes.
We can clearly see that we are women.
You know, and now for Augusto to take me seriously in the relationship, I have to have masculine presenting. I have to be masculine
What kind of qualities?
I have to have qualities.
You must buy flowers, you must
of
buy
a man
chocolate.
for you to be able to
see
respect
that I'm
me and to take me serious. I can never just come in with because personally I've got a very soft nature. Yes, I lead well. Yes, I've got a very strong backbone and I'm very much rooted
and vocal. Yes,
you know. But if you in a relationship with me, I don't. My dad was never that kind of a person. So I've never learned how to be masculine necessarily. I know the responsibilities associated
with it.
However, there was never that masculinity, femininity clash in the household. There was no such thing. You understand what I mean? So now I find myself in a position where I have to be more of a man. Like recently, I had to start relating to myself as a mister. I can't even take kind hellos from men. You understand? And the reason why I cannot do that is because from the onset, I have to put up this wall because you will never accept me as a woman who dates women. There will always be those questions. No, you probably didn't get the right size.
They
even say maybe you tired
of a man. Yeah, so now you've reverted or went to
so
dating women.
You look at it, gender roles. It's all associated with men.
Yeah.
You look at sexuality.
It's a
the point of reference
is men. Yeah.
You understand? You look at feminism. For you to be a feminist, you have to hate men.
Yes.
There's nothing that we can
not necessarily hate, but hate the things that they do.
That is the idea.
Feminists hate men.
There's nothing we can take and say it is our own, except for rape, for killings, for abuse, emotionally, and that's the only thing we can take and say it's our own. Everything else, we can't.
And like I was saying, I was chiming into what Yambi was saying earlier on. We can lead as women because if we can take care of our household, we can do anything. They would say that we are emotional and all this stuff, but how can I take care of our household? And most of the cases, the men, you're the one taking care of the whole family. Even making sure
that's your baby number 7. That's your baby number 7.
Exactly. Because of before maybe one. Baby.
You guys date guys who work.
Yeah.
Finally, challenge go miracle.
To me,
who helps himself the challenges?
Yes. Obviously.
Who sits at 2 o'clock in the morning while he drafts that proposal?
Yes.
Always, but they call us weeklies. Who are the weeklies in this? Yeah, enough. Yeah.
But it's a threat, guys. If you look at it, it's all a threat because of. I mean, I think every man knows that how capable women are.
Well, women are. Yes.
So they can't imagine a world where they have to submit
to a woman.
Yes. But now my question would be: now, how do we get that and balance? Because at the end of the day, they have a genuine concern. Nobody wants to lose their privilege.
That is why I'm gonna jump in. That is why very successful women. You know that thing
as if you need a man.
Exactly.
They need us. It's the other way around.
Are afraid of these women. You know,
change. But it's going to be behind every successful man. There's a
woman.
Yes. So
No. I've got a problem with that statement. I hate it so much. Okay. Do you know why?
Why?
Because of if you look at what they actually mean when they say that, they are saying the reason why this man can be successful is
because his woman
is here at the back
cleaning
up. Yes. Because of he does not have household chores to take care of. He does not have to take care of the children, take the children to school, and even interact with the children emotionally. So the reason why he can, it's just a clear indication of the hypocrisy. You know, it's just because he can do all of these things because he has been, how can I say, he's basically
free.
Exempted from doing all those duties that are a barrier for a woman to do the same thing he's doing. So that the statement behind every man successful man, there's a woman. I have a problem with it because most of the time you'll find it's a housewife. A man who speaks like that, there's a housewife.
Like you were saying,
you are saying it,
he's sitting there. Oh, hello, get the idea.
yes.
Oh my goodness, now we're going to another dynamic now.
We just
But Lena, like earlier on, like I was saying, back in the days, that statement was used for saying that men actually need women to help them, not help them, but side by side do whatever they need to take them together to the front.
But
Well,
we
understand?
cannot say women need to help. We cannot say
Exactly.
women need to help men. We need to say, Kuti, men need to allow women to go into positions where they are not able to
Depend on a man or be next to a man and help a man, elevate a man.
This whole thing where women need to help men needs to come to an end. It's supposed to be, okay, fine. Hey, Gusto, me, I'm not able to do this thing.
Let me
Are
do
you
it.
capable?
And then I take the lead. Yeah.
Simple. It's not about helping you. I don't care about you. Go and live your life. I don't care if you fail at whatever you're doing at the end of the day. But if you can't,
So we need to
can't
have
do
to
it.
be a bit selfish
Yes.
and focus on ourselves.
And
But
be honest,
on that
self-awareness.
on that point, do you think as women we actually engage and help each other, or do we lift each other?
No.
I'm gonna also say no, because a lot of times when I went to women and said I'm asking for help with this and this, they were like the very first time I got into this, I asked someone to mentor me because I saw that she did this and she did that, she had this business, she was doing well for herself. I'm like, in a sense, you can go there. This woman has already showed you how she can do whatever it takes. Just go there for guidance. It's not like obviously when someone does something and they're good at it or very successful at it, you would want to know, okay, Yambi, how do I go about this? Because this is maybe what I was doing. And you see, okay, they will give you pointers, or this is what you were doing wrong, or whatever the case is. That lady literally told me to go back to where, like, to that company that I asked, where we were all invited to see these successful women, to give me someone else. And at the end of the day, who helped me? A man. A man.
You know, can we just reflect on something, ne? You saying you went to a woman to help. Let's just break it down. Imagine me meeting you in the toilet at a club. I tell you my problems. You leave that bathroom, what do? You go tell your friend, oh, I met this lady. She's got so many problems. She's telling me, were you helping me or were you just listening because of we are...
I think that it's attributed to the kind of person that you are. I would never personally do that. But this kind of help is in terms of seeing a successful woman do something that I want to go into the space
But
of.
don't
And-
No, let's
and-
be fair. Let's be fair on other women. Let's be fair on other women. You have your pie. You got 1% of the pie. It's the reason why men are able to succeed and to in these spaces. It is because of they know it's about who gets there first and who takes it and who goes. I'm going to use you for what I can benefit because of a guy when he comes to you.
Wako tusa as a woman, that's what I'm saying.
Now, as
Really.
a woman, there's that 1%. There's that 1%, a very small scale that I'm working on. You understand what I mean? I think the reason why men are able to do that, they have nothing to lose. But for women, the moment it's just me and you, you know, and with men it's always
No, but you understand, for them to get there, they helped each other and got help from a woman at the end of the day.
With men,
But
everyone
with
is
us
in their
women.
own capacity. But for us women, for us to make it on this platform, we first need to kick someone off for us to make it.
You don't necessarily have to do that
No,
because
it's
you will
not
be in
correct.
different
I'm not saying
dynamics.
it's correct. I'm not saying it's correct. I'm saying it on the level, Yoguti, we have been put in such a position where we constantly need to be in competition with one another. That is how it has been designed. Because if women stand together,
We can
go far.
Mara, that's why we are here today, to change that rhetoric. In wena AMB, if you are here now having, because you sell weaves, and Palesa comes in, abarikisa weave, are you gonna feel no, Palesa ota business yaka? No, it's
You know
different
what?
customers.
I was actually telling my girlfriend Uguti, you know, when you're in business and re 6 basadi mo Kimberley ba berekisang meriri. I personally don't ke mo bona as a competitor, yes, but
that's the reality.
I am not throwing jealousy mo go ene because of why ha Palesa atla mo go nna batla moriri and ke be ke sa khone. I'm always in Cape Town. Like literally now I refer my clients to
someone else.
Yeah. You know what? I know Palesa, you know, and they would come back to me and be like, okay, Ambi, yes, but the way when I was the way, and you know what do? I would talk to Palesa Sharpman. Because of now, yes, you are because of you don't have, but you need to have.
Yeah, so basically, as women, you need to hold each other's hands. Just going back to 1956 again, when those women stood together and said no to pass laws, we should do the same in terms of saying there is patriarchy and it's always going to be there because they don't want to change their mindsets because it has to begin with men at the end of the day. You see, we see what our wrongs are and we're trying to pull you up as women. Let us. We have to wrap this up. So I was trying to,
Can I challenge? It can be answered. It cannot be. It can be answered or not. Can I challenge and say, how's about become innovative rather than wanting to occupy spaces that are already occupied?
Yes.
Why don't we start by becoming innovative and actually opening platforms that we know that men will not be able to survive in that platform? You understand what I mean?
Yeah.
Why don't we do that for ourselves? The problem that we have here is that we want that position. It's not necessarily because I'm capable. I just want that position because I've seen what it has done for that man. Why not then do something that will literally, because I think that is our biggest problem. Let us learn to be innovative.
That is why we're here. We're changing the rhetoric, but essentially that is how it's designed. When I study mechanical engineering, engineer, so that you can fulfill the same positions as Zandi. Out of these 5 men, understand? So, but I understand what you're trying to say. But we need to.
But here I am. I went and studied engineering. I'm currently busy with some, like, for example, I'm busy with trying to take whatever I studied and actually take a totally different route. And with the approach that I'm going to take, that is where now I take accountability for empowering women. What am I going to do when I create that stage? That platform, am I going to go and take men who are capable, or am I going to look for women who are capable? That is how we change it. We're not going to change it by trying to take his position and put her in. That is not how it's going to change. It's going to change by us creating a position that we know that company needs, that will be different from what he brings to the table. I'm not saying we need to nurse their egos, but at the end of the day, to some, even apartheid did not just disappear. There was some sort of understanding and some give or take kind of situation.
They reach a mutual ground in that state.
Why don't we take that approach? Like, look at us now. We're sitting here as black women having a podcast. You understand what I mean? And that just shows you there was a give or take kind of situation for us to be where we are. We go to multiracial schools. You understand? We have an opportunity to study. It's not the best, but it's because of that give and take kind of situation. Because you need to understand all the issues that we have in South Africa. It's not about them being resolved today. It's about the process and the attempt and
at trying.
As you said, in 1956, they did what they did. What did we do? Did we take the baton and continue running?
We tried.
We tried. No, I want to run in that lane. I want to. You see that guy? He's running in that lane. I also want to run in that lane. No, but you can run. No, I want that lane because of he's a man. That's what we are doing right now. I think all the conversation behind women empowerment needs to change, and it needs to be more accountable to women than it is now. As I said, remember I said to you, I have a problem with these conversations of women because of they on more of a blame game more than it is of us taking accountability. Yes, there's nothing wrong with us comparing
the situations.
Yes. But now, where do we now break even?
All right. Guys, we have to leave it here. But I think the general consensus is, as women, we need to push each other, and you need to know yourself. Or okay, since I can do this, I can take it a step further. And yeah, it's not a far reach. I mean, we can get there because it's taken time. Everything takes time, guys. But Rome wasn't built in one day. I like to say Egypt, but Rome wasn't built in one day. So thank you guys for joining me. It is, of course, our friends of the show, Yambi, Lelo, and Palisa. We have to cut it short, but I mean, Women's Day, Women's Month.
Everything woman needs to be cut short, unfortunately.
What? It's the way of the world. It's the way of the world.
2-minute noodles.
2-minute noodles, oh no.
How ironic, because we are not the 2-minute noodles, but nonetheless, yeah. Thank you so much, guys, for joining me. I hope you had a good one.
Because where we are is run by men.
Oh my goodness. Goodbye. Thank you. Bye.